Welcome back to the show, the eternal show. We're never gonna die. We're gonna live forever. It's been a long time since I sang this song, and I don't remember all the words. Just kidding. They're made up every time, except the ones at the beginning, and we're back now. Why do you need smack?
Take your candle.
Get that moonlight out of your hair.
Oh, what a good time. That's a bop. That's a certified bop.
That is a certified kids bop. Volume 12.
12, that's it.
Welcome to AAWI, the And Also With You podcast from Affable Idiots. Every week, join us and all our other lifelong friends as we laugh together, share secrets, and strengthen our friendships in this off-color, Mr. Rogers-esque type show. I'm one of your hosts, Jesse Neal. That's me. And with me here, I've got Chad Michael Linitz. Can you see him?
Hello.
And all of you lifelong friends listening and watching across the world, or globe, which is what I said earlier.
Globo. You said un globo to be correct.
Un globo. I'm so happy to be here with all of you.
And also with you.
Mike, I'm going to start today by asking you a question. And I want you to answer honestly. How the hell is your surgical scar?
Ooh, thank you for asking. Twist. My surgical scar. My surgical star. I'm a star. I'm on
the
top.
Star of the show.
Somebody bring me some ham. My surgical scar is healing relatively well, with one exception.
Beautiful.
So here's the thing: I got the scar that goes from hip to hip. I've also got two, like the size of a Cheerio. I've got two little ones of those down like an inch and a half above my penis, where the drains were coming out of my body.
Okay, hot take.
Yeah.
Mike has a penis.
I do. I have a penis. Jesse has 7 penises. True story.
Yes, true story.
And they're all in jars on her bookshelf. Collects them as trophies. No, that's
medical
disgusting.
jars.
And then I have the belly button.
Penises of my enemies.
And then I have the scar on my belly button where they cut a new belly button.
Made your new one?
Most of it is going pretty well. It's scabbed over and fallen off, but there are 2 spots. I mean, I've still got scabs for the ones above my penis. There are 2 spots on the longer hip-to-hip scar that are also about the size of a Cheerio that, like, the scab is just barely hanging on. This is kind of gross, but the scab is just, like,
no, I love
flopping around, barely hanging on.
It's disgusting, but I love it.
But it's also starting to, like, it's like this yellowy white color. And then if you, like, lift up the scab and you look inside, it's like a little divot, and it's like a yellowy white color as well underneath the scab. So I was like...
Is that an infection?
I started freaking out because I thought it was. So I started freaking out, and I was taking antibiotics after the surgery for a few days anyways, like to make sure there was no infection internally at least. I texted my doctor, and she's like, send me a picture of it. I was like, okay. Send her a picture of it, and she replies, oh yeah, it's just a wet scab. And I was like... Okay, but does it matter that underneath the scab it's also... She's like, yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, you can put some Neosporin on a Band-Aid if that makes you feel better, but yeah, it'll heal on its own. I'm like...
Why is it wet there? Are you sweating a lot?
I shower, Jesse.
That's disgusting. You take showers?
That's disgusting. How dare you bathe your body?
How dare you blasphemy
birds?
birds?
How dare you blasphemy birds? So my surgical scar is doing okay. In fact, I think maybe... I might have said this last week, but the part that's bothering me the most is where they sewed my abs together up top. It's still like if I'm in a bent position, whether it's sitting here like upright on a piano bench stool right now, or whether I'm like even reclined in a chair, I'm still technically bent like at an angle.
Yeah.
Then after sitting there for a while, I get up and I'm like, oh, I feel like it's like when you wake up in the morning and you're like, I feel like I got to stretch every part of my body. Except for this is like, I got to stretch myself back into a human shape. So,
yeah, and it probably hurts more than in the morning when you just
sure.
want to stretch. I don't know, I imagine.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't speak to the pain.
I can't speak because I don't know what I was hoping something funny would come by the end of that, but it didn't. So my scar is doing well, and I think like to combat the folding problem, I think I might try to spend all of tomorrow literally just laying in bed. I haven't laid in bed for a while.
Do it.
Might as well.
Yeah, and sometimes, there's really something to be said for laying in bed and watching TV all day.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
honestly. Plus, you also probably have video games.
I do have video games, and I'm playing those a lot. And in fact, if you
other
want to
things,
hear
you've got your
all my thoughts about video games, I have a podcast under Affable Idiots as well. You can go to Respawn Aim Fire on podcast services or on YouTube.
Whoa. YubTub.
YubTub.
YouTube.com/YubTub.
Yep. So thanks for asking about my scar. How are all of your scars from when, like, I don't know, the wind was really heavy and you scarred?
My scars are going pretty well.
It's bruises, right? You bruise easily and stay forever?
I bruise when I do scar easily.
Okay.
But they're all doing well. My dog got mouthy with me a few times over the weekend, so I've got some bruises on my upper thighs and down at my ankle. But, no big deal.
You mean your cankle, right? Your kick-ass ankle.
Yeah, my kick-ass ankles.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so all my scars are doing great. Still scarred from how many years ago was I in Greece and fell down?
Oh, and you fell down that mountain?
Fell down that mountain.
Yeah, that was like, 4 years ago?
Was it? It was 3 and I think it, oh my gosh.
You're dead. We're so old, we're dead.
Was that going to be 4 years ago this summer?
Yeah.
That's insane. Because that would have been when I went to Sri Lanka as well, that same summer, I think. Oh my gosh. Oh my
I'm
God.
so freaking excited.
That's exactly right, because it's 3 years. It just passed when that partner and I broke up that I went to Greece.
We'll call
with.
them ham.
Ham. People like the way she says ham. Oh my gosh, where did the time go?
Down the toilet. Actually, the time went right out the window.
Oh man, but that's how my scars are. Scars guard.
That's how
my
scars
guard. Oh man. Well, let's just jump right in. Let's do a quick recap of last week's game. Tracy Jordan or Politician.
Ooh, some nice healthy
America's favorite
competition.
game.
America's favorite game.
Is this something a politician said or Tracy Jordan? When you think about it, everything that Tracy Jordan did say, a politician could have said, because it's not illegal to say the things that Tracy Jordan said.
Well, I've watched a lot of 30 Rock, and there are some things that are probably illegal.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Especially if a politician says them.
But if a politician said live every week like it's Shark Week,
You're right.
I could get behind that if a Democrat said it.
If a Democrat says if a Republican says anything,
I don't
kill
listen.
me.
I don't hear it. I literally don't hear it. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's just Trump, not the Republicans. Had to sip my bourbon and ginger beer.
I was going to say, what's in there? There's something green in there.
Oh, there's a lime in it.
Oh,
Can you see it?
I do see it. I do see it now. At first, I thought it was like a
color of
turtle.
pee. Yeah, I'm drinking turtle pee with the turtle in it. It's a dead baby sea turtle.
Oh, that's awful.
That's horrible. But so am I. Just kidding. I would never do that. Well, so on that game, you all might recall that I scored a cool 11 points, which put me, right in the middle among the hand clap emoji.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, after the game, we put out a poll on Twitter so you guys could tell us how many points you got while you were listening along. And there are emoji associated with every single score tier.
And it's funny. And I didn't make it, so it's okay that I say it's funny. It's not narcissistic for me to laugh at it. I didn't create the poll. But from our reviews, it was pretty evenly divided. Nobody got, not reviews, from the people that took the poll.
Yeah.
Nobody got 0 to 4 points. So that's good, right?
Yep.
Because, nobody wants to be on the bottom sexually. Just kidding. People like being on the bottom sexually. Mike knows from experience.
We had a song and Cupid has a heart on called Dibs Bottom. And it was just like, the whole premise of it was there are two people and they're like, oh, let's have sex. We should have sex tonight. Oh, but I'm so tired. Dibs on bottom. It's like, no, fuck you. You had bottom last time. I just want to lay there. Like, no.
You know what? If you're doing sex and if you're doing sex, yeah, I said it. And you're just laying there, you're on the bottom, but you're not doing any work. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just lazy sex.
That is.
At that point, you're not even participating. So you are literally having sex done to you. Yeah, I
That
had
does
sex done
sound
to me
nice,
last
though.
night.
I
Like-
mean, maybe like on your birthday or something, and you're really, really drunk and tired, and you're just like, I just want to have somebody do sex to me without me having to work.
Well, yeah. You know, that's kind of beautiful. Isn't it?
That's the word for it, yeah.
Well, so it was evenly divided, 33% per category from there on up. So 5 to 9 points. We know for a fact that Matt from Rhode Island, Matt from RI.
Yeah, you're right. That could be REI without the E in it.
Yeah, it
Maybe
could
just
be
holds up at
from
REI.
really intelligent. Matt from really intelligent. He
rowdy
got
ignorance.
9 points. From what ignorance?
Rowdy.
Rowdy? From round ignorance. The ignorance itself is round.
Yeah. There you go.
We know he got 9 points because he told us so on the internet.
He said, I scored a 9. Pretty not great.
What I like about that, and now I know that you don't watch
Big Little
Curb
Pretty
Your
Little
Enthusiasm?
Pretty Little Liars Lebowski.
Big Little Liars Lies Lebowski.
That's it, yep.
I know that you don't watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I don't know if Matt does.
I'm pretty sure
I've
he
never
does.
had. I was going to be like, I've never had that conversation or any conversation with. I mean, we've communicated on the Twitter, but that's the extent of our friendship.
Oh, this is the
But-
pretty.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
So
okay.
I read that and I was like, oh, I hope that's what he's doing.
I'm familiar with other people doing that from the show.
So stupid. I love it. We've got a couple of folks that got 10 through 12, which is what I got. Hand clap emoji.
Hand clap emoji.
Oh, by the way, 5 to 9 is the emoji.
What do you call that? Is that a
No,
grimace?
I'd say that's a grimace. What does Grimace, the McDonald's character, look like? Does he make that face?
Show me pictures of Grimace from McDonald's. Let's see. No, Grimace is straight up just smiling from McDonald's. And also
Well, I
wearing
still
a
think it's
sideways hat.
grimace. Oh, he's cool. He's
He's
hip.
the coolest fucker.
He's with
He's
it.
also shaped like a purple chicken nugget.
I love it. And then we got some others, Mike himself included,
Yeah.
that got 100%. Mike got 100% because he created the
I
quiz.
did
so
create it.
unfair advantage. And that emoji is the like side eye, like
Right.
yeah,
It's a smirk one. If you type the word smirk, that's what comes up as the suggestion.
nice. Okay, smirk.
That's why. And Kanan and I, we
smirk.
only do emojis by typing the letters. So like, I won't actually send them an emoji. I'll just send smirk or look for the
Nice.
eyes emoji when they're just like.
Y'all are weird.
It happened as a mistake, and then we just ran with it.
And you know what? That's how friendship happens.
It's
It
true.
starts as a mistake, and then you just run with it.
And pregnancy.
Oh yes, Pregnancy. Nancy
Reagan.
who's Pregan.
Prego.
Donald
Where the
Reagan,
birds go.
former president.
Prego.
just-
Where the
wh-
birds go.
This is just random
Word
word
association.
association.
Jinx,
that
you owe me
we're
a blow,
using not
Jay.
even words. Say again?
I said jinx, you owe me a blow, Jay. We said word association at the same time.
At the same time. So you jinxed me.
Those are the rules of jinx.
And then you owe a blow J. I'm going to outsource that blow J if that's okay.
Okay, you can do that. Yes.
Outsource. I mean, with the in this economy?
In this economy,
And when now that's relevant.
that is.
This week. Are you guys ready to know what we're going to play this week?
Oh, I'm ready. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. So yesterday I sent you a text about a movie that I couldn't remember the name of. And
It was Chronicle.
It was, and I knew you would know. I knew it because I thought Casey and I watched Super 8 yesterday, and I had never seen it. And we were just looking on. I think we watched it on Stars, maybe I forget. But anyways, we watched it, and I said, I think this is the movie where like something happens, like the train crashes, like something happens, and then the kids get superpowers, and it wasn't. Obviously, because that's Chronicle. And then when I went over, I was like, what is that movie? I can't think of it. Let me text Mike. He'll probably get it. And then he got it. And it was wonderful.
You know what's really funny?
So,
When you
What?
texted me, I was with my friend Kurt. And when you texted me, here's what you asked. What's the name of that one movie that was filmed on one camera and has teens that get superpowers?
Yeah.
When you texted me, he was reading my text over my shoulder like a rude motherfucker, and I know he listens to this.
Damn you, Kurt.
And I said,
Kurt's
Chronicle.
your bow and arrow friend, right?
Yes, it's bow and arrow friend. I said, Chronicle, question mark, in the text thread, and he goes, no, that's Super 8. And then he said, oh, no, you're right, it's not Super 8. But that's funny that you guys were watching Super 8. And
Super 8. And I thought it was, they must have come out around the same time.
I feel like
that
they
must
did.
be why I have them conflated. Or not even conflated. I couldn't even remember Chronicle. I thought it was one movie.
Good old Michael B.
But
Jordan.
yes. That movie, Super 8, was great.
It was.
That's a poem.
What's the
and you can take that
What's
to
the kid
bank.
who stars in it? Dane
I
DeHaan,
don't
Cole
know.
DeHaan, one of the DeHaans.
Well, Elle Fanning is in Super 8, but you're talking about one of the boys?
Oh, not Super 8. I'm thinking Chronicle. Sorry. Let's get on with
There
the
we
game.
go.
What are you trying to say with this game?
So today's game is called, what's the name of that movie?
This is
And-
the story of your life.
This is the story.
This is your entire life. You've always been like, what's the name of that one with the thing and so and so? And I go,
And the thing.
and then I say the name of it, and you go, oh right.
Yep.
Or you say, what's
Yep.
that from? This. Oh right.
Oh, and there was Mike once had a joke that on my headstone, when the day comes for me to make my death, it's gonna say, "Oh, right,"
Yep.
because I said it so much. I should get like instead of a yes and tattoo like the improvisers get, I should get an "Oh, right" tattoo.
Yeah. 100%.
100%. So this game, I'm gonna say, "What's the name of that movie? Where?" And then I'll give you a sentence or like a bit. And you have to guess the movie as an unsure question. So like if I had said, what's the name of that? Like, let's go back to the Chronicle one. And I
Okay.
had just said, what's the name of that movie that was filmed on one camera? You would have to say, Chronicle?
Okay.
Like a
So
question.
it's just an arbitrary stupid rule like Jeopardy, where you have to phrase it as a question for some fucking reason.
Yeah. There's no point to that, but you have to phrase it as a question. If you phrase it as a question, you get 5, and get it right, you get 5 points.
Okay.
If you get it right, but don't phrase it as a question, you get 3 points.
Okay.
If you don't know it or you don't get it right, I have a second little bit that I can give you.
Okay.
When we get there, you still have to phrase it as a question. So on the second level, if you get it right and phrase it as a question, you get 2 points.
Okay.
If you get it right and you don't phrase it as a question at that level, you only get 1 point. Otherwise, of course, no points.
Okay. So if you're playing at home, be honest, and you have to say it out loud when you phrase it as a question.
Yep, you have to. You have to. And you have to be honest. If you don't say it as a question, come on. This is the honor system. All right. Now, I know this first one you might not get because I don't know if you've seen the movie, so I'm sorry. But it was the first one that came to my mind, and I loved it.
Okay.
So, what's the name of that movie where Nick Cage plays an angel?
Oh shit. I know this one. I know him. I need a little bit more info.
It's not going to be much helpful. And Meg Ryan dies.
Oh, no, shit. Fuck. Nick Cage, Meg Ryan's died. Okay. Is it City of Angels?
Yes! Did somebody text you this? Are you typing?
No.
Are you cheating?
No, you saw me put
That's
my hands on
awesome.
my head. City of Angels. Do you know why I know that movie?
How?
Because for the longest time, my favorite song was Iris by Goo Goo Dolls,
Which was in that.
which was in that, and the music video was basically like all from that movie.
That's right, it was. I forgot all about that.
And I
Excellent.
don't want the world to see me.
'Cause I don't think that they'd understand.
Ow!
So you got 2 points on that because it was the second level and you did phrase it as a question.
2 points this time. Are you writing this down or should I?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm keeping score for you. All right, what's the name of that movie where Kevin Spacey eats a banana with the peel on?
It's a banana with the. I need more info.
And also, He's an alien.
Oh. Is this the K-Pax movie?
Yes!
Yes!
I love this dumb random rule where you have to phrase it as a question.
Isn't that the one where he's best friends with a dog?
I think so.
There's something about a dog in it.
Yeah, there definitely is. All right.
K-Pax.
Oh, I forgot to say, I have 12 of these.
Okay.
So we're moving on to number 3.
So I got 2 points on that one too, right?
You sure did. What's the name of that movie where Trinity from The Matrix says the R word?
Jesus, give me more information.
And Guy Pearce has a bunch of tattoos.
Oh God. I just watched this recently. Is this Memento? Yes! Where Trinity from The Matrix says the R word. God, that's perfect. They should put that on the box quote. Trinity from The Matrix says the R word.
Says the R word. Casey has that movie and had, what's his name? Joe Pantaleone autograph it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I think that's his name. Joe Pants.
J Pants.
J Pants. All right. Are you ready to move on to question number 4?
I'm ready.
All right. What's the name of that movie where Forrest Whitaker is friends with that French ice cream guy?
French ice cream guy.
I don't know if you've seen this.
Can I get more information, please?
And also, he's a samurai and has birds.
What? Wait, Forrest Whitaker has birds or...
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker is a samurai and has birds in this movie as well.
What the? Who in their right mind would believe Forrest Whitaker would be a samurai? Have you seen that, man?
This movie is a good movie. You should watch it.
Oh my God. Is this Finding Forrester?
No. Sadly, you get no points.
Damn it.
That was Ghost Dog.
Ghost Dog.
Yeah, you probably haven't seen that, I probably set you up for a loss there.
I have not
but
ever heard of that movie.
Oh, I hope some of our listeners have. It was such a great dumb question. Where just saying where Forrest Whitaker is friends with that French ice cream guy. It just sounds so absurd. I love it. All right, question number 5. What's the name of the movie where that lady had 3 boobs?
I know this one. I'm going to give our audience a little bit of time, though, just in case they have to come up with it, and they're like, because isn't that The Fifth Element?
Oh,
fuck, no, fuck, this is, they made a remake with Colin Farrell, damn it.
Shall I give you the second bit?
No, it's not Blade Runner, but it's something similar to that title. Oh, Duck Sex. Okay, no, because I know exactly what movie it is. I just can't remember the title of it. Fuck.
If you can get it before I go on to the second part, I'll give you 4 points. I can't give you 5 because you didn't get it right the first time.
Okay.
But I'll allow you to guess again if you think you can grab it from your brain sack.
Oh, Buttholes Anonymous. No, go on to the second part.
No? And Arnold Schwarzenegger's eyes exploded.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all. Fuck, as soon as you say the name of this movie, I'm going to punch myself. Oh, man.
You tell me when.
Oh, there's an R.
I can confirm there is an R.
One of the words starts with an R.
It does.
Give it to me.
Total Recall.
Total fucking Recall. Damn it.
Don't you hate when that happens? Your brain just does not help you.
And I even liked the Colin Farrell reboot.
I don't know that I've seen that one.
It was like 10 years ago.
I have to give it a check.
I generally like everything with Colin Farrell in it.
I love Colin Farrell. There's a new Martin McDonagh movie coming out with him and all of our favorites.
Yep, all the faves.
I can't wait. I'm so freaking excited.
You see his new play, Martin McDonagh's new play was supposed to open on Broadway, but now Broadway shut down and it might not ever open. Not Broadway might not ever open, but Martin McDonagh's new play.
Oh, I hope it does. I bet that would be so good. I'd eat it. Eat it up. I'd eat it up.
All right, next question.
All right. What's the name of that movie where Jim Carrey sees a woman and her breasts are headlights?
I know this one, but I'm giving people some time. I know I just said that about Total Recall.
Well, you did. You just couldn't think of it. Well,
yeah.
But you did say the wrong one first. But they're all sort of in
did.
the same vein, right?
Yeah, but isn't this one Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. Do you want to know what my second bit was going to be for you?
I do indeed.
And he takes the dead parakeet's head, and he tapes, and he tapes the dead parakeet's head back on.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Pretty bird.
Classic. So
Pretty
you
bird.
got 5 on that.
Probably want a cracker.
Wait, did you
just
phrase
thought
that
it
one
was
as a
really
question?
Oh, hell yeah, I did.
Okay, good. I forgot to pay attention to that. I'm trusting you. I'll listen to this when it comes out. And if you didn't,
You'll watch this over on YouTube. Just search AAWY, and we're one of the only things that comes up when you type that in.
please do that for us, friends. I'll do it too. We'll do it together, and we can hold hands.
And don't hold hands. Coronavirus.
We'll touch elbows.
It still spreads via elbow touching.
But, I mean, you're going to touch your face? Well, you literally can't touch your face.
No, but then what happens if you trip and fall in the kitchen and your elbow hits the cabinet and then you go to open the cabinet later?
Hits that same spot?
You go to open the cabinet later with your hand,
Right.
but you miss. You go to open it with the door handle and the handle breaks off and you fall down and accidentally kiss the cabinet door on your way down. There you go. Coronavirus in your mouth.
Kissing the cabinet door reminds me of the other day. My dog was asleep on the sofa, and I was down giving her love, and then she Frenched me, and I was not expecting it, and it was really gross. But, you know, I made out with my dog on accident.
That's hot.
What did you do this week? All right. The next one. What's the name of that movie where Newman was on the shitter and then he gets eaten?
I know this one too. Gonna give some people some time to think. Wait, wasn't that Jurassic Park?
It sure
Hell yeah, it
was.
was. When I was a kid, that was the funniest fucking scene to me. Just seeing him sitting on the toilet and a big old Tyrannosaurus Rex just goes, ow. So funny.
Love it. So good. My second bit was, and it co-starred Mr. Dino DNA.
Dino DNA.
DNA.
True story. I've had the recurring nightmare I've had most. I've had it maybe like 5 or 6 times. Was because I saw the very first movie I ever saw in theaters, and in fact, well, probably not ever saw, but ever saw in real life, but saw in theaters was Jurassic Park. And I was like,
that's a big movie to see for your first one in theaters.
and I was young. I was maybe. When did Jurassic Park come out? I'm asking Siri for you audio listeners. 1993. So I was 3 years old.
Jeez.
And true story, the nightmare that I have is that there's a little under the eaves attic space in my bedroom as a kid, in the closet. And in the dream, I'm thinking, in the closet. As
canceled.
a kid, I asked my older sister Mandy, I'm like, Mandy, come help me. I need to get something out of the under the eaves thing. She goes, she looks, and then I look in the crack of the door, and there's a Velociraptor eyeball peeking out. And I'm like,
that's scary.
No, don't do it. And she's like, we're gonna open it anyway. Who cares? And she opens the door. 2 Velociraptors jump out. We scream, close the door behind us, run downstairs, tell our dad, and our dad's like, don't worry, I got this. We walk upstairs. I try to hold the door shut, but then the Velociraptors are trying to pull it open from the other side. And then I realize, wait, it's not a pull door shut, it's a push shut. So I was like, switch! And I start pushing shut, and then they start pushing open. And then my dad comes up, like shirtless Arnold Schwarzenegger style with a BB gun.
Your father.
Yep.
That's a fun image.
He busts open the door. They're both Velociraptors dancing on a pool table in tutus. And then a T-Rex comes into the room, and my dad kills them all with a BB gun. And that's the nightmare that I've had so many times.
That's amazing.
Yep.
That's amazing. And also, about dinosaurs, I saw a meme on the internet.
Oh, yes?
And it was a T-Rex, and it said, I can't touch my face. Stupid.
Very good.
Whew. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready. What number is this? 6, 7?
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. And how many points do I have so far?
You have 16 so
Oh,
far.
I'm so good.
Yeah. So what's the name of that movie where Brad Pitt makes soap?
Ah, yep, I know this one too. I'm never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Just Rick-rolling everyone to give you guys time who aren't as good as me to get this question, because, wait, isn't that Fight Club?
It sure as shit is.
It is Tim Gunn.
It is Tim Gunn. Beautiful. The second bit was, and then he punched that guy in the ear, right in the ear.
Oh, yeah, that would have helped.
Yeah, right. So stupid. All right, so that brought you up to a cool 21. You are now legally able to drink. You know what that sounds like?
That sounds like sex.
Gross. That is a weird sound for that, but sometimes it happens.
Sometimes you experiment with a vacuum cleaner.
Yep. Yep. All right. What's the name of that movie where Brad Pitt wants scalps?
Oh, yeah. Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. Hey, wait. Isn't that Inglourious Bastards movie?
It sure as shit is.
Sure,
I love it.
Shit is.
I knew you'd get it off of that one. I knew it. And the second bit on that was, and those guys pretended to be Italian.
Arrivederci.
Buongiorno. Dominic De Coco. Such a good movie. De Coco.
God, that scene with him counting in the 1, 2, 3. And then they're like, wait a minute, that's not the German 1, 2, 3. And I was like, oh, what a tense fucking scene.
Gosh, Quentin Tarantino makes a good movie.
QT.
Makes a good movie. All right. This is number 10. What's the name of that movie where that blonde lady has a hit list?
Ooh, I don't think I've seen this movie before, but I totally know what it is. And do you know what it is?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, like, isn't this that movie called Kill Bill?
It is. It is Tim Gunn. Look at you. You're rocking these last ones.
I know. 2 QTs back to back, though.
I'm gonna have to
Somebody
make it.
likes Quentin Tarantino.
I do. Wait. That is I know. Tarantino. I love his movies. That is 2 QTs, isn't it?
Yep. 2 cuties.
Okay. You know, the little orange fruit cuties.
Right. Or our podcast. Look at both of us. Just 2 cuties.
Just 2 cuties.
Make the cutest face you can. I want that to be. I'm going to go back, pull that screenshot, and that's going to be our thumbnail.
I was being real ugly.
Me too.
I don't know about you. Perfect. Beautiful. Oh. All right. Number 11. What's the name of that movie where Snape does a German accent?
Ooh. Yeah. I got this one.
You know it?
I got it. I'm going to take that down, put it in my pocket, and then pull it right back out and say, wait, is that Die Hard?
It is Die Hard.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Sure as shit is.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Very good. And the second bit of that was, and that guy from Looper gets a machine gun.
Looper's also such a fucking good movie.
That is a good movie, and I haven't seen it in such a long time.
The only thing I don't like about that movie is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's makeup.
Yeah, it's not my fave.
Yeah.
It's not my fave. It's weird, and the contacts are weird.
Yeah.
They just don't look au natural.
Oh, natural.
Au natural.
On national television.
On national television. All right, are you ready for your last one?
This is the last one? Okay, yes.
This is number
I gotta
12.
clear my head. Gotta wipe my butt.
Clear your head, wipe your butt, clear your heart, warm hands. What's the name of that movie where the guy farts in the elevator?
Yeah. You are just playing to me with this game. You are just like, I'm going to take all the good movies that Mike knows about because is that Liar Liar?
It is Liar
Yeah, that's Liar Liar. Folks,
you rocked this one.
I did.
I was hoping I was making them obscure enough that you weren't going to get 5 points on all of these.
Well, here's the thing.
But you got 5 points on all but I got 5 on half of them.
3 to 4 times a week, whether it's to other people or to myself, I audibly go, "It was me."
When I was doing this one, I was like, 'cause at first I was gonna do, what's the name of that movie where the guy's kid makes a wish for his birthday and it comes true?
That would have been a little obvious.
Yeah, right.
Great. Good game. If you are playing along at home, go to twitter.com/Affable Idiots, and we'll have put up a poll where you can tell us how many points you got. What's the maximum number of points someone could have gotten?
60.
60. How many did I get?
You got a cool 41.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because, there were quite a few that I had to ask for extra help on. Okay.
You got, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got full correct.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you did not get immediately. 3 of those 5 you got after the second
God,
hit.
Total Recall. Total Recall fucked me.
It fucked you.
Here's the thing.
Right up the bum.
My entire life, I've always, for some reason, associated Fifth Element with the 3 boobs. I don't know why.
I have too, with that little the blue alien lady.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. She didn't have 3 boobs, though.
But
I have 2.
Every single time somebody's like, "Oh, you have 3 boobs," and in my head I was, "Oh yeah, like the Fifth Element." And they're like, "No one did," and that one's like, "Oh, nope, just kidding. It was Total Recall."
It's the other one.
But that happens every single time. And it did this time too.
Maybe that's what will be on your headstone. The Matrix lady had 5 boobs. 3 boobs.
It wasn't the Matrix lady. It was the Fifth Element lady.
I'm having a hard time. There's a lot of movies going on up here right now.
Yeah, God, the best clue the entire time. What's the one where the Trinity from Matrix says the R word for Memento?
We're Trinity. Yeah.
God.
That's fun. So stupid. All right, that's a fun game. I'm going to put that into the rotation.
What's the official name of that game?
What's the name of that movie?
What's the name of that movie? Great. Perfect. Good game, Jesse.
It.
Good game. Again, everyone else, go play at home and respond to the poll. Let us know what you got. I wanted to have an honest discussion. I want to talk.
Let's do it.
So in the middle of every episode, we just want to talk about shit. Have a little honest discussion as friends, people across the internet, the world, with all of our lifelong friends. Last week, we talked about our thoughts on The Invisible Man. How much we enjoyed it.
Invisible Man.
And we asked everyone else to write and tell us about how much they enjoyed it or did not enjoy it, and no one did. So I found 2 random people on Letterboxd, and we're going to credit them with telling us how much they liked it. So Hannah on Letterboxd says, "Even when men are invisible, they're causing fucking problems. Stay where you can see fuckers." I agree, Hannah.
Yeah. Faux real. You can't trust those men.
And then Liam says, in all caps, I'm going to read this as if it were all caps. He gave 5 stars and a heart for a like. He says, "The horror genre is alive and well. Everybody say thank you, Miss Elizabeth Moss." He didn't stutter over Elizabeth Moss. I stuttered over Elizabeth Moss. I just want to make sure that that's clear. That was in my interpretation, not in his. But very good,
I
Liam.
thought that Liam might have spelled Elizabeth that strangely. That you were just acting it out.
EM7, 1L, Elizabeth.
Yep, that's the one.
This week's
Ding, ding,
topic,
ding, ding.
I wanted to bring something to the table that is, it's on everyone's minds. It's on men's minds because they love them. It's on women's minds because they love them or they're a hassle. It's on gay men's minds because they're like, ew, how do I stay away from that? And yes, I've had many discussions with other gay men who do say yes, that's what they think of them. So I know everything there is to know about boobs from a man's perspective. Whew, if you're on the video side, you just flashed to a blue Skype.
Yep. I accidentally turned off my camera.
Ooh,
Sorry.
Jessie is no longer performing as a cam girl. But
Dang it.
so I wanted to talk about the trouble with boobies. There's a lot of good about boobs out there that everybody knows. Everybody knows that's where the best milk comes from. That's why you grow up big and strong. Everybody knows that they're fun to play with. Everybody knows that they feel like a bag of sand.
I don't know. I guess I haven't played with a lot of bags of sand.
That's a quote from the 40-year-old virgin.
Oh, that's right. It is.
Yes. So there's a lot of good about boobs out there, but there aren't a lot of people who are familiar with the trouble with boobs. And as someone myself who has had boobs and who has also had boobs, if you know what I mean. And
Happy
you, being a person who has had boobs and has
Currently.
had boobs? Question mark?
No, I've never
Okay.
sexually had. I mean, I've had my own boobs.
Ooh, wink. So I wanted to talk about and warn people out there the trouble with boobies. All the things we can brainstorm and come up with a list of all the things that are troublesome about boobies. Here's one that I know.
I can tell you right now. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna start us off with one. Having had boobs previously myself, just from being severely overweight, they are not comfortable to run with.
No.
It makes running very, very difficult. They are always bouncing. It's painful unless you're wearing very tight clothing. And when you're overweight, you don't want to wear tight clothing. That's disgusting. Jesse.
Bras. Not comfortable. Painful. Under boob sweat. Really starts to smell.
Okay, so smell is, I guess, not something that I had ever, in my time of having boobs and having boobs, is not something that I ever noticed about boobs. But it is definitely
I notice mine sometimes.
The sweat under there. Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's when I start to get a little schwitzy. The very first thing, the first thing that goes is my mid to low back and the top of my butt crack, and I'm like, I can tell I'm getting schwitzy. But then you do I'm going to stand up a bit for the YouTube videos. You do this thing, and you wipe underneath your breasts, and it's like, yeah, that's the next part where it's like, oh god, that's yucky, 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 yucky.
So when it's cold out, obviously, I wear a coat. And usually when we're walking the dog, I'm wearing a long sleeve t-shirt like I have on here.
Yep.
And then my coat. And let's be real, I'm not going to wear a bra unless I have to. Just not gonna. Because I hate it. I think I hate it. I hate the way they feel. I don't like it. So I don't do it. I mean, when I leave the house to go to work and whatnot, I will, because these girls have a mind of their own. But if I'm just walking the dog or hanging around the house, I'm not wearing it. So when we walk her, I'm not wearing one. And I put my coat on, zip it up, and
do you accidentally zip your boob in the zipper? Is that a thing?
Oh, no, I've never done that. Gosh, that sounds awful.
That could be a very big trouble point.
Oh, no, I'm still on the sweat.
Okay.
Just because it's funny and gross. So we'll go on the walk, and then, I'm like, well, whatever, But you know how when it's cold outside, but you're still bundled up, and you're walking, you're going to get warm and sweaty underneath, no matter what.
Sure.
So we come home, I unzip, hang my stuff up, start going about my business, and I've just got underneath each boob, just like a big circle. And this doesn't happen in my armpits. It doesn't happen on I don't think. Not currently, at least. Maybe it will happen on my back, if I'm in the process of moving and lifting a bunch of stuff, or at the gym and exercising. But my under boob, it's the only place that sweats so much that you see it through your shirt. I'm like, that's attractive. It's not. It's to me.
Here's what you can do, though.
Opinion of myself. I don't love it.
You can just blame it on lactating.
I've
got a kid at home, just got to go feed it. And then that's so beautiful.
It's that's underneath. It's not even coming from the nipple. You don't even know anything. Have you breastfed kids? Yeah, I have 6 kids. So this is a fun scenario I've just made up in my head. It's not fun. And if you're on a hot train after a long day at work.
Oh God, yeah.
And you're
hot
sweating. Then I come
and
home.
You're especially during Cubs games, and you're riding past Addison, and you are balls to butt with everyone, and your boobs are just sweating right up against their back.
You're literally ass to mouth. Gross.
Ew. For children, it might literally be they're standing up ass to mouth with strangers.
It's awful, 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 awful. I hate writing CTA after Cubs games. I hate it.
Yep.
I hate it so much. It puts me in a bad mood. But then, I come home, take my bra off, take whatever shirt I'm wearing off, and just immediately put basically one of these long sleeve t-shirts back on, and either my pajama bottoms or a pair of sweatpants.
Right.
Because I'm living that comfortable life, y'all. I'm living that comfortable life.
Jamie bottom jeans.
But when you take it off, it's I'm just going to jump in the shower real quick. It's not cute. It's not cute. And the back pain. These things are heavy. I just want you to know.
How much does a boob weigh?
I don't know.
Do you have a food scale you can go get real quick?
I don't. If only we still lived together. They're heavy. Like right now, I'm lifting them.
That legitimately makes me want to, like, what about my body can I weigh with a food scale? I'm like, I might try to weigh my junk and see how much my junk weighs.
I knew you would.
Yep.
Yeah, no, like right now, I'm lifting them, and the strain on my back is slightly eased. They're down. Oh, no, there's the strain.
Ah.
They're back. Yeah,
Isn't that part of what a bra is supposed to help mitigate, though?
Yeah, but you still have the weight, and the bras themselves aren't very comfortable. I don't care who tells you that they're comfortable in a regular bra. They're not. It's not true. You've got constricting fabric around your sides, and wires and whatnot, holding your girls up and hanging up over your shoulders. It's like wearing a book bag all day on the front.
Or like a baby
Bjorn
Bjorn
all day, or a baby Bjorn.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. That's the trouble with boobies.
So here,
from the way I can see it,
I'm going to take all of this. Right now, so far, everything we've talked about is like discomfort, things that are just kind of like getting in your way or annoying.
Yeah.
Boobs can be fatal.
They can get cancer.
They are riddled with cancer all the time. I feel like that's all we hear about is breast cancer. When you hear about cancer, most of the time it's like, oh, it's breast cancer. I have no scientific evidence to back that up, but I just know.
I didn't research it at all.
No. But yeah, they have to get removed because of cancer. Another way that they can be fatal, anecdote from an anonymous person named my sister. I won't tell you which one, but I bet if you've seen either of my sisters, you know which one.
Is it the one that likes girls?
When she no or yes, I don't know. Sometimes when she's laying down sans bra, she will to sleep. She will wake up in the middle of the night with her boobs on her neck, and she's like being choked by them, like they're suffocating her. She's like, oh my god, someone's trying to strangle me, but it's just her boobs have migrated up onto her neck.
I know which sister that is.
Yep. or
Oh, no.
I assume if they're big enough, they can like while you're laying down, they can like off to the side, and then you might be able to like accidentally like smush them with your arms. I don't know, like they can be devils.
Sleep. They can be really uncomfortable, especially for sleeping purposes. I still sleep with a stuffed dog that I got for my 9th birthday. Winston, good. He's a good friend.
Yeah,
we've been together now for quite some time, and I sleep. And when I'm on my side, he goes smack in between my boobs to hold them apart.
Most people recommend putting a pillow between your knees, but you have to put a dog between your breasts.
Between my breasts. Yeah. Because, it's so uncomfortable to lay on your side, and then whatever boob's on top is just like, and then they just get so squished, like that. I know you can't see it, but imagine.
Yeah. Here's
that.
With that face. I can imagine, because as a man, the reason I don't sleep fully nude, I just sleep in my underwear. The reason I don't sleep fully nude is because just having your balls and dong out, and like the fact that there's like gets sweaty and stuck to one side, and it's just like uncomfortable. And like, no, you gotta have something to separate them.
That's why I cover my whole body in clothes when I sleep. I sleep in long pants
in
and a long sleeve shirt,
a burqa and a face mask.
Oh man, literal like those face masks that you wear in the winter.
Or like you just wrap a scarf all the way around your head while you sleep.
Yeah, I've died a few times. I've suffocated myself on accident. Oh, geez. Yeah, they're a pain. V-neck t-shirts. I love a good V-neck.
You do. You love a good V-neck and a good flannel.
I do. I love wearing a good V-neck with a good flannel.
Ooh, that's a killer combo.
Yeah. That's a killer queen. Da, 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 da. That was my opera version of that song that I don't remember all the lyrics to. Yes. But when you have yabos the size of mine.
Yabos?
Cones. What was that movie?
I have never heard the term yabos.
There was a movie with Pauly Shore where he plays like a caveman that got like frozen during the Ice Age, and then they found him and ice carved him out.
Is this from the game we were playing earlier? What's that movie where Pauly Shore was a caveman and
plays a caveman? But he wakes up and he's back alive, and so they have him go to high school now, and they're like teaching him about, I don't know, like teenagers. And there's that picture of Madonna where she had the cone bra on,
right?
And one of the guys called him yabos. One of them called him cones. So that's just what... That's the only thing I remember. And I wonder, it might not have been Pauly Shore that was the caveman. He might have been one of the high schoolers that sent the caveman back to high school. I'm going to have to rewatch that movie.
Yeah, whatever it is.
And find out the name of
Yeah.
it. I'll have to ask Siri, hey, what's the name of that movie where Pauly Shore and the Madonna bra? And that's it.
That's it.
And then she'll tell me. Yeah, well, these have a way of making themselves known.
Yep.
And sometimes in a V-neck, I'll be going about my business and I look down and it's like way exposed, like too much to be appropriate.
Like banned from Twitch exposed.
Like what?
Like banned from Twitch exposed. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I have this T-shirt that I love. It's this like really soft cotton. It's a loose V-neck, and I wear it to work a lot. But because it's loose, it like move. You know, it can be pulled forward and just be really far down, and I won't notice that that's happened. And I look down, and I'm just like, you can see my bra. I'm like, fuck. That's annoying too.
Yeah. Boobies, man.
Boobies.
Boobies. What's that movie where the little kid says boobies? Is that role models? Yes, it is.
It is role models. What's the name of that movie where the adults cosplay with the kids?
Is that role models?
Yes, it is. Tim Gunn.
It is Tim Gunn. Yeah, so boobies can be a lot of trouble. I'm glad that we've taken this little brief bit of dialogue to warn people about the troubles of boobies.
Yeah.
What I would love for
They're
you
troublesome.
as a listener to do, if you have any kind of anecdotes or any examples of how boobies have ruined your life or the life of someone you know, please DM us. DM us that story on Twitter. We will anonymously read it if you so choose. But I would just love to know more about how boobies have ruined people's lives. Or you can email it to us at affableidiots@gmail.com.
I just imagined that as like one of those commercials that they do like teen smoking,
Vaping.
Yeah, but about boobs, like boobs. Don't get into boobs. They've ruined the life of you, yourself, or someone you know. At least 5 out of 6 people have had their lives ruined. That's stupid.
That
I
is
love it.
stupid. Speaking of stupid, we're going to get into a conversation starter here that's going to lead to probably something really dumb. But before we do, I just want to tell you a little bit about Affable Idiots. It is the company under which AAWY exists. It's all sorts of fun content between us, Respawn Aim Fire, which is our gaming segment, and much more to come. We are just getting started, but what we need from you is we need your subscriptions on YouTube. Even if you don't watch YouTube, even if you have 9 YouTubes and you only use one of them, go to all 9 YouTubes, just search for us, AAWY, search for Respawn Aim Fire, search for Affable Idiots, do all 3, subscribe, because we're not allowed to have customized names until we have 100 subscribers on each one. So please go there.
Please help me. I'm poor.
Help me. Yeah, because having youtube.com/AAWY is going to make us so rich.
So yes, I'm her. I'm Mrs. Iglesias. Do you know what that movie is?
No.
Bridesmaids. She's sneaking into first class.
That's perfect.
But
keep an eye out on Affable Idiots, especially on Twitter, @Affable Idiots, where we will be keeping you up to date with everything that's new. You'll see the polls that we have for everything coming out as well. And it's a great place for you to submit your stuff to talk to us. Just like Matt from RI did again. He
Round
returns.
intelligence.
Round intelligence. No, it was ignorance, wasn't it? We'll call it intelligence this time.
Wait, it was ignorance.
So I encourage you, for the last segment of our show every time, we want it to be something from the community, from our audience, from you lifelong friends. We call this our conversation starter. It can be whatever you want. We initially probed for things that were impossible to answer questions, or questions that have always bugged you that you've never thought about, or that you've never been able to think of. But it can be whatever you want. So go to Affable Idiots on Twitter and tweet us those. Matt asks, who actually knows the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Who lives on Drury Lane?
Now here's the thing
That's from, what movie is that from?
That's from Shrek. Shrek, I'm freaking out. I've never actually listened to the lyrics of the Muffin Man, so I'm going to look it up right now.
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on
Drury Lane?
It is Drury Lane. All of a sudden, I was like, is it Canterbury?
Is it the Canterbury Tales? So here's it's just 2 verses. Oh, yes, I know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury. That's it?
That's it?
What is... Okay. Hold up. The Muffin Man, illustrated in a Punch cartoon from 1892. Everyone, if you are at home, pull your car over and go Google or go to Wikipedia and look at the illustration.
That a butter tray on his head?
I have
what is
no
that?
idea what that is on his head. And he's holding a bell, wearing an apron, and he looks frickin' zonked out of his mind. So I'm trying to dig in and just find out, what is a Muffin Man? Because I know in olden times there were like milkmen.
What's a muffin man?
What is a muffin man? Like milkmen were people that came around and gave you milk for some reason because you couldn't go to the store on your own 2 feet and get it. I don't know.
Yeah. People still do that. Here in Chicago, we're walking Delilah the other day, and my partner goes, there's the milk cooler. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, because Oberweis. He's like, yeah, they deliver them fresh milk. And I was like, what?
You can buy that in the store, you idiots.
In Chicago, like, you bring fresh milk into the heart of the city.
God, that's so stupid.
Every day. What a job.
Yep. So on Wikipedia, there's under the origins, Victorian households had many of their fresh foods delivered, such as muffins, which were delivered door to door by a muffin man. The muffin in question was the bread product known in the United States as English muffins. Oh, so it wasn't even like the ones with the best part, the muffin top.
Yeah, that's the best part of the muffin.
Drury Lane is a thoroughfare bordering Covent Garden in London.
Drury Inn is a budget-friendly motel.
Drury Lane is an equity theater in the suburbs of Chicago.
It is.
That's so... So there was a guy dedicated to bringing people English muffins.
Well, we had a revolution so that I don't have to know the Muffin Man.
Thank God. And it wasn't even the good ones. Like the ones that Jenna Marbles... Not Jenna Marbles. Do you remember Jenna Marbles?
Gosh, she's still active. She's still out there getting it.
Proud of her. But Jenna
got a couple
Maroney
of dogs.
sings, my muffin top is all that, whole grain, low fat. I know you want a piece of that, but I just want to dance. God, 30 Rock is so good. We're going to mention 30 Rock in every episode of this show.
She's so good. She was on an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, had to find the name again, and it was great. She's great in everything she does.
She is great. What is her name again? Jane Krakowski.
Yes.
She's in Kimmy Schmidt.
I almost said Jenna Maroney. And I was like, that's not her name. Oh, she's great in Kimmy Schmidt.
Yep, Kimmy Schmidt. She was in something else recently that she didn't have a huge part in, but I was like, oh my God, that's Jenna Maroney.
I love her.
What's she in?
She is the
Show me
tits
things
in
Jane
all the good
Krakowski's
ways.
been in. Damn it. It got Jane Krakowski spinning like a spin instructor.
Sometimes online intelligences are really not very intelligent.
She was in National Lampoon's Vacation as cousin
Interesting.
Vicky.
She's 51 and rocking it.
She looks good for 51. Hell
She
yeah.
is Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Dickinson. She was the mom in Dickinson. That's what it was.
Yes,
on Apple TV+.
I haven't seen that, but I remember you mentioned that previously.
You're right. She's Veronica in the Ugly Section episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, she's so good. That was Curb Your Enthusiasm is so good. Like, we just started watching since it came back.
Yeah,
but it's just like the dumbest bits. Like the Ugly Section. It was this restaurant where you would come in, and if the hostess or the maitre d', the host, whatever, it was the forever unclean guy from the
Nick
league.
Kroll, yeah.
Yes. If he didn't think you were attractive, he sat you in the ugly section. And Larry David the whole time was like, hey, come on. In classic Larry David style, like, it's the ugly section. And it's just really funny. It's just dumb concepts.
It's one of those things that, like, is there any benefit, like, if I jump in the middle of a random season and just start watching an episode or two to see if I like it, is there any crime to that? Because I watched the first episode and it was something about, like, urinals, and I was like, I was not into this.
The first episode of the series ever?
Ever, yeah.
Oh, start at I think it's season 9.
Holy shit,
It's
that
the
far in? Okay.
Well, that's the first season after the reboot.
Okay.
Start there.
I've always avoided it because
Season
I'm also not
1
a fan of Seinfeld, and everybody's like, oh, okay.
It's different from Seinfeld. It's same guy,
Right.
but different. Season 1 of that show was not good. I didn't like it. So you could start, skip that altogether and start at season 2. But also, if you just start at season 9 after the reboot, it's fine. Like, that's what we did, and I didn't see the whole previous series. I'm not lost.
All right.
It's so good. There's so many good dumb bits in it. It's so fun.
I'll start from there
It's
then.
It's absurd.
Absurd.
Absurd. Have you watched Undone yet?
Oh, yeah. I watched the whole thing in about a day. Wait,
What'd you think?
that's the animated one on Amazon?
Yeah, it's rotoscoped with Saul.
Yes, Saul Goodman.
Better Call Saul.
Yep. Yeah, that
What'd
was
you think?
fantastic. It took me like 2 episodes before I started looking at it and not going like, oh, I hate the way this looks. But then
It's like a real style.
it takes it takes a bit to get used to, but the story itself was really
Incredible.
good. Yeah, I love how it's
So
like it gets in this like really crazy weird sci-fi stuff, and then you're like, is it sci-fi stuff? And then you're like, oh yeah, it's definitely sci-fi stuff. Is it sci-fi stuff though? Yeah.
Is it Mayan stuff?
Yeah.
Because it was Mayan, right? Wasn't it Mayan?
Or was it anything at all?
Or was it anything at all?
Who knows?
I'm excited for season 2.
God.
It's a great show.
Yeah, it was great.
I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you had extensive surgery that kept you out of work for an extensive
God,
period
right?
of time.
You know what annoys me? I've been
What?
watching and playing a lot of things, and so now that people are quarantined, they're asking me, what should I watch? Do you watch anything good? It's like, you should watch Watchmen and you should watch The Outsider. And people are like, okay, yeah, I'll watch it. And they keep asking me these, and then nobody fucking watches them.
The Outsider.
Watch it, bitch! Yeah, oh god, The Outsider.
That was some good shit.
That was a good show.
I was when we were watching the season finale and what was happening, I was like, oh, I hope this person doesn't die. I was like, oh no, don't let this person. I was just like so incredibly invested, and I was like, that's how you know. I was so invested in these people.
Yep.
Oh, just flip the camera off.
Oh, I was so invested. Fuck you, everybody.
I was so invested. Oh, that show was so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, I guess I'll get it. And then they just go fucking watch some stupid reality show instead. I'm like, come on.
Like Love at First Sight or whatever that
That's
new
what
Netflix
everybody's
one
all about,
is.
yeah. God, go watch The Leftovers, everyone.
That show was so
I honestly have,
good.
it's 3 seasons, so it's not a lot to get through. They're like, what, 10 episodes, 12 episodes each?
Yeah.
But
Something like that.
I've thought about rewatching it, but I think I still have to wait, because if I cry, and God knows how much I cried in that show,
It would hurt
it's
your
gonna hurt
stomach.
yeah, it's gonna hurt. And like, I can't watch the show until I can cry.
Oh my gosh. That show is so good. I think about it frequently.
Yeah.
And Casey and I are getting ready to because he hadn't ever seen any of Westworld.
Oh, that comes out
So-
tonight.
Yeah, well, so I'm not starting season 3 yet. I'm gonna with him watch seasons 1 and 2, and then we're gonna watch season 3 together. Because he hasn't seen it. I was like,
Yeah.
you gotta.
I thought I was gonna do that too, but now I'm just gonna watch a recap so I can watch it tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I can't. I'm really excited. The previews look amazeballs.
Yeah, I remember at the end of season 2 being
Maze
like,
balls.
oh god, I kind of wished season 2 didn't happen, because 1 was so fucking good. But then you see season 3 trailers and you're like, come on, let's go, Aaron Paul.
I know. I'm so excited about Aaron Paul. And this, I have a feeling that this will be the final season.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I don't. Yeah. Aaron Paul is great. I've been watching BoJack Horseman with Casey.
Yeah.
He got me watching that. Did you ever watch it?
I watched, I think, almost the whole first season. And I was
It's
just
a
like,
good show.
It's one of those where I couldn't get into the animation style.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I'd never watched it. Also, well, I think that might be why I never watched it. But Casey said it was really good. And so we started watching it. And I do really like it. BoJack is a hard character to like for most
Yeah.
of the episodes.
Yeah, I liked
it's
the
It's
show.
a classic one of those.
I enjoyed like the actual show, and apparently it gets like real deep and emotional and still
It
very
gets
funny. But
so deep. And like most of the episodes end on super serious cliffhangers. I'm like,
yeah,
Oh.
I just couldn't. I literally couldn't watch it. Like the animation just put me off so much that I couldn't watch it.
Weirdo.
Yeah, big old weirdo.
Big old weirdo. Well, that was a soup's tangent, but I just wanted to discuss it.
Yeah, way to go, Matt. Thank you for asking us who actually knows the Muffin Man. Turns out...
Did we ever answer the question?
Well, we answered that it was like British English people who loved muffins from the 1800s. So,
Right.
The answer to your question, who actually knows the Muffin Man? All of the old people who used to own slaves.
Yeah, that are dead now.
They're all dead now. Anyone alive today who isn't a racist doesn't know the Muffin Man.
Unless
and in fact,
they have a baker who happens to be a man.
That's how we're going to now out. We're going to that's our secret code for outing racists. If somebody's like making a racist comment, you're like, ooh, he definitely knows the Muffin Man.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yep.
Oh, I love it. And especially now with the coronavirus and all the people that are being racist and xenophobic and all of this, we could be like, oh gosh, these people really know the Muffin Man.
Yep. And here's another little tidbit to actually back that up. If they were rich enough to have some guy bring them muffins to their door, that they were snobby slave owners in the 1800s. Yeah.
They were probably really awful people.
100%.
100%.
Oh, man. Well, thank you, everybody, for listening
stupid.
this week to AAWY. There is one more thing I wanted to part today with you and think about, and that's a parting positive thought. Part of what we want to do with this podcast is just put some joy and happiness and positivity out into the world. And so every week we want to give you something to think about that send you off with something that's inspirational or positive or helpful. And so everyone's in quarantine, whether you live in America or Europe or...
I'll be working from home.
Not China. China's just out of quarantine. Congratulations, everyone in China.
Yeah, they are. Yes, congratulations.
But everyone's in quarantine this week, and I want you to think that this is an opportunity for you to connect with people you love, whether it's people that you live with, that you love. Take time to get to know them more than you already do. Take
face-to-face.
The time you wouldn't have commuted to work that you're now going to be home. Use that to call your mom. Use that to FaceTime somebody. Don't go see people in person. Don't connect physically with people, but just check in with people that you love because they would love to hear from you. And that's it.
But maybe do see the people you live with in person.
Yeah, see the people you live with in person. Unless they have tested positive and you're not positive.
Yeah.
In that case, burn their body.
If you're positive, they're positive. Maybe don't. But if you're not positive, they're positive. Still maybe don't. But if you're positive, they're not positive.
Let's just say, if they know the Muffin Man, kick their ass outside.
Yeah, you shouldn't be living with them.
Yeah.
Unless it's your grandma. Because, what are you going to do? Your grandma's your grandma.
No, she should be outside. Let's be honest. She should have been dead a long time ago. That's our positive thought for the week.
I like how ending the positive thought was, let's be honest.
She should have been dead a long time ago.
Very positive.
Oh, thank you, everybody, for listening to AAWY and also with you from Affable Idiots. I'm Chad Michael Innes.
I'm Jesse Neal.
And I had a wonderful time being here with you.
And also with you.
Bye.
Bye. Hugs and kisses.
Hugs and sharts. Sharty farts.
Sharty farts.